Good evening everyone, my name is Cesar and this is going to be my persuasion speech for my class speech 100 the last week. Here I'm going to present you my audience that are going to be behind the scene, like hearing the speech.
Hi, I'm Leona Parker, age 62. I will be behind the scene listening to his speech.
Heather Mulaney, 38, and I will also be listening behind the scenes.
So in this video we're going to talk about how to get and keep a good credit score. This video is going to be connected to the previous video that I did, that how to build a wealth with the credit lines, and this one is going to be specific how to keep your credit score, and why you should do it. So in this one we're going to use some reference that I'm going to implement during the speech. And this one, the first one that I'm going to use is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau 2024, December 18, how to get and keep a good credit score. This source is a U.S. government agency that help to regulate the financial institutions. So in this page, I can find out there is 6 components of the credit score that you have to keep to have a good credit score. Besides the experience, 2025 July 30 is one of the 3 major credit bureau that give you a credit score like fiscal 2022-2019 on the senior credit card score. These 2 are the ones that help you to qualify your credit score, the experience and fiscal, right? And there is another one that is Equifax 2. They help you out to value your credit score. So these 6 components change between these three major credit bureau and the banks as well, because some banks have like internal credit bureau that help you out to have a certain credit score within a specific year. But in this topic, we want to enter in this video. So the first one is the credit utilization. The credit utilization is very simple. It's just the credit account that you have opened. For example, if you have an involvement credit that is a credit card of $1,000, you use the utilization means how much of that money you use at the end of the cycle. The cycle are like this. I don't know if you can see it. I gotta get close to the camera. It's different. The cycle, every single cycle is from the day 1 to the day 30, and after that to the next 30 to the next 30, right? So how we can see right here, we gotta say that every single cycle close on the 2. So we have here from the 2 to the 2 the next month is 1 cycle. From the 2 to the 2 the next month is second cycle, and the 2 to the 2 the next month is the 3rd cycle. So in each cycle you have from the moment that close the cycle on the 2 and 25 days more to pay that cycle. So you have from the 2 to the 27 to pay the first cycle, and from the 2 to the 27 to pay the second cycle, and on and on and on. So when you close the cycle, your utilization is the one that matters to the point to give you a score line of each cycle. Of course, every single bank and credit union and credit card that you have got a reported credit score after you close the cycle. So every single cycle they report that you pay or you didn't pay, or whatever you did in the cycle, in the previous cycle, both, like the cycle of utilization and the cycle of pay. You have to make sure that you also are paying attention of those days, so you don't get to misunderstand this and get a bad credit score for don't have the knowledge, right? So the next one is the credit history. You should do this because this is very important. The credit history is how long you have using credit. And this is very important to understand. As long you are, the better. As young you are, the better. Because if you begin young, you have more time in your life or working life to build a history credit, and that help you to get more credit because they trust you more because you have more time using these products that can improve your life with the one or another way. So another thing is the payment history. This one is one of the more important thing, because one of the more important thing that the banks care about is if you can pay or not. If you are paying religiously all your life, I guarantee you that they gotta give you more money in the long run because you never stop paying. That's one of the things that they looking for in a good profile credit. Yeah. The next one is the credit mix, is how many products you are able to handle at the same time, like commercial loans, business loans, personal loans, car loans, mortgage. If you learn to mix all of these, they gotta see you, and they gotta give you more money to handle, because it's how the credit work for them, is how they make money. So you have to learn how to, you know, use the credit mix. And the credit accounts, how many involvement accounts you have, how many loans you have, how many applications for cars you have. All these apply, because all these are inquiries, and the inquiries doesn't go away for 2 years. And of course, I giving you the tool to improve your credit score and keep it like that. And the why is because if you do so, you will have a better life. I promise you that. But with this account, you actually have to um, you have to see what is the utilization of the account, right? If, for example, it's not the same that I have one account of $1,000, that I have 10 accounts of $1,000 each, my utilization go up to 10,000 in credit limits. So if I use the $300, the same $300 that we use in 1,000, they're gonna be the 3% now in the credit utilization, because of my credit score, my credit line I have in 10,000 is how it works. And as long more high or more account open in credit cards is the better for you in your credit report, because at the time to report it, you gotta be in a higher credit limit. So these reports, right, gotta be uh, in the Federal Deposit Insurance Incorporation 2021, August 13. They have documents that help you out to understand and know how to see the reports, and how to even question it if you don't have it or are not sure that those are your um, reports. Do you guys have any questions?
No questions.
That's everything that I got. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video.